Why don't Chinese people say 谢谢 sometimes? You might notice that when someone helps, solves a problem, or does a favor, instead of saying thank you, the other person responds with something completely different. But even though the word 谢谢 isn't there, the feeling of gratitude is still very strong. Besides saying 谢谢, there are actually many ways to express gratitude in Chinese without directly saying thank you. And these ways often sound warmer and more natural. So today, I'm going to give you 7 real-life expressions that native speakers use all the time. These are phrases you'll hear between coworkers, friends, family members, and classmates in everyday life. And once you start using them, your Chinese will instantly sound more natural. All right, let's get into it. The first expression I'd like to talk about is mafan. If you translate it word for word, it sounds like I've troubled you. That doesn't sound like thank you at all, right? But in Chinese, this is actually a very common and natural way to express gratitude. The meaning of this phrase is thank you for your help, thank you for handling it, or I appreciate you taking care of this. Chinese culture often shows appreciation by recognizing that someone has taken time, effort, or inconvenience for you. So instead of focusing on the word thanks, the speaker focuses on the fact that the other person had to do something extra. You usually say mafan after asking someone to help or when you are passing a task to them. For example, imagine you are at work and you need a coworker to handle a document for you or follow up on something important. After explaining the task, you can say 这件事就麻烦你了. Literally, this means this matter will trouble you. But what you really mean is, I leave this to you. Thank you for handling it. So even though you don't hear 谢谢, the gratitude is clearly there. You are showing appreciation by acknowledging their effort and the trouble they are taking for you. All right, let's look at the next expression. 辛苦了. 辛苦 means hard or tough, and 了 shows that something has been completed. But in real life, this expression is not just about difficulty. It is a very common way to say thank you for someone's effort. When you say 辛苦了, you're really saying thank you for your hard work, or I really appreciate your effort. Instead of praising the result directly, here Chinese focuses on recognizing the time and effort the other person has given. You usually say 辛苦了 to people who have done something tiring or demanding. It can be used with coworkers, teachers, service staff, or even family members. You'll hear it very often after work, after a project, or at the end of a busy day. For instance, imagine a team has just finished work for the day. Everyone has been busy, and now the work is finally done. Before leaving, someone might say, 今天工作结束了，大家辛苦了. This sentence means today's work is finished. Everyone, thank you for your hard work. Here, 今天 is today, and 工作 means work. Now, let's move on to another expression. 太好了，有你真好. This one feels very warm and emotional. Instead of directly saying thank you, you're expressing how happy you are that this person is here and how much they matter in that moment. The focus is not on the help itself, but on the person. 太好了 means that's great or that's wonderful. And 有你真好 means good to have you. In real communication, this expression carries a deeper feeling. The hidden meaning is not just happiness, it is gratitude mixed with emotional appreciation. This phrase often means, I'm really thankful you helped me, or I'm so glad I have you. It makes the other person feel valued. For example, imagine you are moving heavy boxes at home and feeling stressed because you cannot finish everything alone. Then your friend suddenly comes over and helps you without complaining. After everything is done, you can say, 你来帮我真的太好了，有你真好. We can translate this as, I'm really grateful you came to help. I'm so glad I have you. Here, 帮我 means help me, and 真的 means really or truly. Again, there is no word 谢谢, but the feeling of gratitude is even stronger because it is emotional and personal. You are not only thanking the person for their action, but also showing that their presence matters to you. Now let's look at the next expression. 还好有你. If we look at the words directly, 还好 means fortunately or luckily, and 有你 means there is you or I have you. But in real communication, this sentence is not just about luck. It's more about gratitude. You are saying that because this person was there, things turned out okay. In other words, we can translate it as, thank goodness you helped, or I'm really thankful you were here. This expression feels very personal and sincere. It is usually used in situations where someone's help made a big difference, especially when you were worried, stressed, or unsure what to do. Instead of directly saying thank you, you focus on how important their presence or help was in that moment. For example, imagine your computer suddenly stops working right before an important deadline, and you start to panic. A friend who understands technology comes over and fixes the problem for you. After everything is working again, you can say, 还好有你，不然我真的不知道怎么办. This sentence means, thank goodness you helped. Otherwise, I really wouldn't know what to do. Here we have 不然, which means otherwise. It introduces the negative situation that could have happened if the person hadn't helped. Then, 不知道 means don't know. And 怎么办 literally means how to deal with it or what to do. Alright, let's move on to the next expression. 帮大忙了. If we look closely at the characters inside, 帮 means to help, 大 means big, and 忙 means a favor or help. So the idea is you helped me a lot, or that was a huge help. This phrase expresses strong appreciation. Instead of talking about effort or emotion, you are emphasizing how important the help was and how much it solved your problem. It shows that the person's action made a big difference. You can use this phrase in many everyday situations, especially when someone's help really changes the situation for you. For example, imagine you are preparing a presentation and suddenly realize you are missing important information. You feel stressed because the deadline is close. Then your classmate sends you the materials you need. After you receive them, you can say, 你这次真的帮大忙了. This sentence means, you really helped me a lot this time. I'm very thankful. Let's look at some key parts inside this sentence. 你 simply means you. The word 帮 means to help. 这次 means this time. 这 means this, and 次 is a measure word used for occasions or times something happens. So together it refers to this specific situation. And 帮大忙了 focuses on the impact of the help. You are recognizing that their action was important and valuable. Next, we have another expression, 太贴心了. This phrase is all about emotional care. If we look at the words inside, 太 means to or very. It adds strong emphasis to the feeling. 贴心 literally means close to the heart. It describes someone who is thoughtful, considerate, and pays attention to other people's needs. When you say 太贴心了, you are expressing your gratitude. You are saying that was so thoughtful of you, and at the same time showing appreciation for the person's care and attention. This expression is often used when someone does something small but meaningful for you, especially something you didn't even ask for. Instead of thanking the action directly, you are thanking them for their kindness and thoughtfulness. It shows that you noticed their effort and the heart behind what they did, not just the result. For example, imagine you go to a friend's house, and without you saying anything, they prepare your favorite drink because they remember what you like. You can say, 你还帮我准备饮料，太贴心了. This means you even helped me prepare drinks. That's so thoughtful of you. You are thanking them for being so considerate. 还 means still or even. Here it adds a feeling of surprise. It shows that the person did something extra that you didn't expect. 准备 is to prepare, and 饮料 means drinks or beverages. The last expression I'd like to talk about is 真是救命. This one is very expressive and a little dramatic in a fun way. Literally, 救命 means save a life, and 真是 adds the feeling of truly. So when you say 真是救命, what you mean is that was a lifesaver, Of course, in most situations, no one is actually saving a life. It's a way to say that the help came at the perfect moment and solved an urgent problem. The hidden meaning here is strong gratitude, and you are showing that without this person's help, you would have been in serious trouble. This phrase is usually used in situations where you were stressed or in an urgent situation and someone's help came at just the right time. It carries a sense of surprise and appreciation all together and feels very emotional. For example, imagine your phone battery is about to die while you are outside and you need it for directions or an important call. A friend lends you a charger right away. You can say, 你借我充电器真是救命. This means, thank you so much for lending me your charger. That was a lifesaver. Here, 借 is to lend, and then we have 充电器, which means charger. 充电 means to charge electricity, and 器 is a device or tool. So together, it forms the word for a charging device. So today we looked at many different ways to express gratitude in Chinese without always saying 谢谢. Very often, appreciation is shown through emotion, care, and awareness of other people's effort. Sometimes you thank someone by saying they worked hard, sometimes by saying you're lucky to have them, and sometimes even by apologizing for the trouble they took. All the phrases we learned today show appreciation, but each one highlights a different feeling or situation. When you start using these expressions, you'll sound more natural and more emotionally connected in Chinese conversations. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support really helps the channel grow. Thanks for learning with me, and I'll see you next time. 我们下次见.